Greetings and welcome. I am Geoffrey, and today I wish to explain to you all how the very basics of EU5 modding work. I had thought, naively, as someone who's been modding for quite a while, that my explanations in my first couple videos of how to get started modding were actually approachable to someone who has not modded before. So here I'll be explaining one very specific and, in theory, simple thing that you'll be able to mod and how to go about getting started step by step. For to do this, and this is because a commenter left a comment suggesting that I do this, we want specifically this program. Others work. There are other programs that work, but this is how I do it, and I want to explain to you all step by step how I go about modding. And a very simple thing, relatively speaking, doesn't mean it'll be easy for you, but relatively speaking, a relatively simple thing that we can get started on. That being, first, you'll download Visual Studio Code, the open source AI code editor. I downloaded it a long time ago. I don't know what AI stuff they do now. Just download it. There's one simple function that makes it very good, and it doesn't even have anything to do with AI, so I don't even know why that's there. But what we are going to be doing is, you see England here, there's one specific feature that the country, flashbang, there's a feature that England has. I don't know how many countries actually make use of this, and I've never tried modding it before, but there is a specific feature that England has. I believe that would be in their laws, the court language. England has the French court language. However, if England converts to Latin as their court language, they become the Kingdom of Anglia, which I believe once the month takes over, you'll see it on the map as well. But they become referred to as the Kingdom of Anglia, which is a wonderful, yes, there we go. It's a wonderful little flavor thing that I am a big fan of this sort of thing. This idea that changing your country's some little aspect of your country could change the flavor that they get. So maybe there would be folks who wish to get started modding, trying out something simple like that, so that you see Anglia pop up. Maybe there's different translations people might want to do for different countries, where if you load up a game and you end up making your court language Latin, you will, as various countries, get a Latinized version of the name. So once you have Visual Studio Code, just ignore all these. I have a ton of files open in it because I've been modding a lot on my project still, but this is the first time we'll be doing something specifically in vanilla so that you have exactly the same files that you are dealing with and working from the exact same baseline. So, what we want to do is we want to figure out, how does the game make England show up as Kingdom of Anglia? We know what we need to do in-game when you were playing to make this happen. You just change your court language to Latin and you become known as the Kingdom of Anglia. But how does the game know it's supposed to do that? So this is where VS Code is so crucial, because of two things that we need to do. One, you want to go to File and add folder to workspace. I've already done this. It brings me directly to my Steam library folder in the Speedy Boy drive. But you wish to open specifically the EU5 folder. You might need to navigate through your files to get to this folder, and if you have trouble with that, then and you don't know exactly where it is, to get started, just find in your Steam library EU5. I'm on the beta, as you can see. Manage, you right click on it, manage, and then browse local files. This will bring you directly to said location where it is installed and the folder. This being the exact folder you want to look for when you are adding to workspace. Add folder to workspace. I'm not doing that because I've already done it. Once you have it added to your workspace, we're going to press Control-Shift-F. Realistically, the shortcut is not needed, as there is simply, you can click this button up here. There's Explore and Search. But this search function, which, as you can see, the shortcut is Control-Shift-F. This is the golden goose of this program, and any modder, whether you're new or long-term, this is the most crucial thing for getting started understanding the fundamentals of the loop, the gameplay loop of modding, you might say. The simple process of find thing in-game, and then figure out how to find what makes that happen. And that is what we'll be doing today. So we want to find out how the game determines that Anglia needs to show up in-game. How will we do this? Use the search function. Because now that we have added EU5 to our workspace, that means that when we search for Anglia, I have not done this before, so this is me just going off the bat. What should happen here is once we search everywhere, you see location names and all that areas. There's a lot of files that will show up, and that can be a little daunting. But when you piece through them all, as you will see every single time, it is searching for every time in every text file in your workspace. So every time in EU5's code that Anglia is mentioned. So you'll see things like area, East Anglia area, but you will also see country_names English. This is very important. You need to use the English one as long as your game is running in English, otherwise it won't show up. And I often end up using the Brazilian one because Brazilian shows up, the Brazilian translation code shows up earlier. Whoops. So we want to find that. Now we have found specifically country names. Double click this. You click on that and it brings you directly to the spot in country names, English.yml, that we're looking for. This is the thing, adjective as well for Anglian, which is kind of neat. So here we see the first step of what's causing this to happen. But now we need to see what ing_Latin does. So we're going to Control-Shift-F on that and search the game for where that shows up. And we'll see that we're looking at a couple files here. That's right, I have EU5 open. Oh, get rid of my mod folder. Yeah, because that's in my workspace too. We're looking for country. Yeah, countries. Localization key. Yes. Custom loc. Oh, this might be a little more complicated than I thought. Whoops. Oh. Because there's actually a couple of files that need to be edited here. This means it's going to actually be 3 different files that need to be edited than I expected. Oh, I didn't know that Scotland had a Latin name as well. I kind of want to see what that is now. I was actually thinking that in this, one of the things I was thinking about doing is here trying to make one for Scotland, some goofy name. I can't swap, yeah, because I didn't. Some goofy name for Scotland, but they already have one, so I think I'll instead be doing it for Norway, I guess, because maybe what we'll end up doing is renaming Norway to Nordicus Landicus instead of Scotland. To make your court language Latin. But wait, I clicked start game. I don't actually want to do that. There's another step that I need to be. Should I show you how to make a mod folder first? Well, I'm already here. So, just to verify, I guess. Let's go for country change allowed. So I'll swap to Norway. I don't think flashbang. I don't think Norway has a custom one. If it does, though, that would make this a little awkward. Scandinavian, yeah, Latin. Yeah, Norway does not have one. but apparently Scotland does. So yeah, we'll make a goofy custom one for Norway. But what the implication was that Latin has a custom name for Scotland. Scotia. Oh my goodness, the Kingdom of Scotia. I wonder how that lines up with the fact that Alba is another name for Scotland. Well, whichever one's higher in the list, I suppose. So, we'll instead be going for we will be going for Norway. So we'll go countries. Yeah, these are the different files we need, as we can see. See, first, as a refresher, because I did this a little scatterbrained, we searched up Anglia because we wanted to find out how the game makes Anglia show up. And now, once we found the localization file, this is the file in localization, English, country names, so English, YML. This is, we can see the thing that makes the actual name show up, and it is tied to this, eng_Latin. So we've searched up eng_Latin, and there are a couple files that determine this. So England uses, they've got a fallback name or a custom name. So we can see this file, in this file here, customizable localization countries. This file is telling us here the England tag. Oh, interesting. You hover over it and it actually says the name England. That's very, very handy. I didn't even know it did that. Very useful. So England. Within here, we're seeing, yes, England, the country, will use the text localization key, that being localization keys being all of these different lines here, and then the actual word. This is a localization key, and then this is the actual text that it is tied to. So here it uses the key England Latin, eng_Latin, Anglia. If this trigger happens, the court language is language Latin_language. And if that is not the case, it is a fallback. Fallback, yes. That it just uses the localization key eng, which is just England. So, simple enough. Okay, that sounds. I'm making that sound. I guess I'm implying that's simpler than it is. The simple part comes from applying this to Norway, relatively speaking, instead. What we are going to do next is we need to find and add a similar thing to Norway. So what we're going to do is we're going to search just Nor. Oops. Norway doesn't show up in here, but which is a bit interesting, because that means that there's no custom names for Norway. Very sad. So instead we will have to search in the country names, the actual just default text, because here if we search for Norway, we will still find, Nor is the key. Yes, Norway, adjective, Norwegian, and the long name is Kingdom of Norway. Yes. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna get sidetracked for a second. Nor long? It's French. Yeah, there's no. Okay, so Nor long doesn't show up anywhere else in the code. It's just Nor. That's the key one. All right. So, and there's nowhere else where Nor shows up other than just countries. Customizable localization. Yeah. Oh, this is my mod folder again. Whoops. Normal. Oh yeah, that could be difficult because Norway's tag is it's kind of a normal thing to show up in the code. This is where the feature can be a little more difficult. Country Nor. Oh, custom names for I guess. Oh no, yeah, that's another thing. There's a lot of places where the letters NOR show up in the code. That can make this difficult. But I will take this to mean there is no there is no custom localization stuff for Norway. So to stop myself from getting too distracted, we're simply going to we're going to copy England stuff here. We will just copy that whole block of text for England and paste it underneath and go more. Yeah, Norway. Just show up as Norway. It's showing up as pink here because Norway. This might be. I hope it doesn't cause problems, but nor is also a code function, so hope this doesn't cause a problem. But yes, we will create Norway here. Just Nor, a little block of text for them, and get rid of the adjective, England adjective. Oh, actually, no. Well, we will add this too. Nor adjective. Norwegian, yeah. It's edge. So what we will do here, yeah, fallback name. We're just going to replace all these with nor. That's the key thing here. We're just replacing all the things that say ing, nor. Nor Latin. So now we've got all the rest of it same. The trigger is the same. Fallback key goes back to nor for just Norway. All this is wonderful. Nor adjective, Norwegian is still showing up. This is very simple, just replacing stuff code. But what we need to do here now is go and take that localization key that we have added. We've created this new localization key equals nor Latin. And we need to put that in the custom localization file. Oh geez, I realized I kind of messed this up. Whoops, I should have, I really should have shown you how to make the mod folder first. We'll do that afterwards now. So, we're going to create England, Latin. Don't know what all those extra... Huh. Tag equals... Oh no. There's a bunch of custom localization in Latin. What? Oh no. How many different English to Latin things are there? Where's the one I'm looking for? Well, here's, yeah. Here is the trickiness, I guess. Customizable localization. I don't think this is actually... I'm inclined to think this actually isn't as important as what I was thinking about for making this happen. I don't know what all of these do, because these are all different localization keys. So I don't know what the RU Gen CL is, but this is for stuff other than the name. This just means that England has actually a lot of work put into it for different things that will change about England if you change their court language to Latin. So there's a lot more thought put into it than I had actually thought. So we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to show you folks now, before I get too lost in the sauce, how to actually create a mod folder for this mod. This very simple mod that is just, we're going to create a mod that will be Nordicus Landicus for Norway if you become the Latin court language. We're going to open our mods DLC in the top right corner, and there is this little tool here. Selected mods, this little folder image next to the sandcastle. Open mod tools. And this is where we name it. Nordicus. Landicus. Nordicus. Gonna be the ID. And the short description for it will be makes Norway based and this will be fix. We'll give it the tag of fix, as you need to add a description and a tag. Also game version, yeah. One, you did a game version 1.1, whatever. It doesn't actually matter what game version you put in, it just changes whether or not the game uh, thinks that it's going to be causing an error or not. And this is version 0.1 of Nordicus Landicus, of course. And then we will create a mod stub. Creates a mod stub in the target folder under your game documents folder. Only enabled if all the fields are valid and does not already point to a mod. So we're going to create a mod stub. And you can also upload mod this way as well. So 0 selected mods, where? No, actually going to just show up here. It's sad. I'll create a new playlist, Nordicus play set. I just kind of assumed that it would show up in there already, but I guess not. Ignore my screenshots folder. I've just been admiring the most amazing man in EU5 and making a making a thumbnail for him because I'm going to be streaming playing Norway once this video is done. So we want to be going to, whoops, bring that back, our documents folder, Paradox Interactive, EU5, and then mod. And here we have the new folder, the new stub it created, Nordicus Landicus. Just open that in a new tab. You have the metadata folder, which tells it just everything, all the basic information that is required to make the game, the mod function as a mod. And similarly for me, my own mod, you have the metadata folder, but then next to it you put all the rest of the folders that you want from vanilla. So here, to actually make those mod adjustments that we want to from here, we need to find out where these two files are, these two files that we're editing. The countries file, which is in, well, you hover over it, it tells you where it is, or you can right click on it and reveal in File Explorer. Brings us right to the file. So that means that we need to make, we need to go into our Nordicus Landicus folder. And we need to add the file path and then that actual file to the customizable localization thing for countries. Now theoretically, we might be able to just make a different file instead of calling it countries, because that calling it countries would conflict with the main game. So this is where experimentation comes in, I guess. So we're gonna go create folder, and we need side. We need in game. Common. And you have to spell them all correctly, because if you spell any of these wrong, then it will blow everything up and it won't work. Can't wait to make sure I spell custom localization right. Customizable localization. Here it is. And then we'll copy over that countries file. Because I hope it's, no, for the sake of making sure it works, we will just keep it the same. But I'd like, no, we're gonna be a bit daring. And we're gonna call this the Nordicus underscore countries, because since this is a different file now, the game will not overwrite the vanilla file. So that means that we can open up Nordicus countries now, and we can delete literally everything. Grab from the other file. We'll take this out now, the Norway stuff that we added, and I'm just going to Control Z to get back to where it was before. And we will just add in here the Norway stuff. Nordicus. And then we need to do the same thing with country names. Find out where country names is. Get rid of customizable localization. That. So we need to now go back to Nordicus Landicus and create a main menu. Localization. And then English. And then inside here, we have country names, English. And theoretically here, we can also go Nordics. Underscore country names, English. Hoping that this works. Paradox games can sometimes be finicky with that. Now, we don't want to delete literally everything in here because we need this English bit at the top. We're going to delete everything else, though. Everything else. We need this little thing that says English, and then to be this little indented bit. And here, we're going to take... I didn't actually add the stuff for Norway in here. Copy the basic Norway stuff, though. Norway, Norad, Norwegian, and Norlong, Kingdom of Norway. And then we will be taking... Yeah, we'll go back to the Nordicus countries file and see... Yeah, the key was Nor Latin. I want to copy that specifically, make sure it's exactly the same, and then put it just underneath here. Make sure it's indented as well. Nor Latin, and format it. All the stuff looks the same as everything else here. Make sure you've got all of the commas and such, that quotation marks and such, that makes it look the same. And Landicus. What a beautiful name this is. And I'm sure that this mod will work exactly as intended right off the bat. However, it's not showing up in here, so I will be closing EU5 because I assume it's only going to be showing up once I relaunch the game. Would not surprise me. Isn't that? Come on. There we go. Right. And so theoretically what's going to happen now, just load into the game, and we'll have, 0 out of 9 selected mods. So we'll go create playlist. I don't know why I deleted the one that was empty. But it did. So Nordicus. And we want to add the Nordicus Landicus mod to this. Apply. If this doesn't work, it will be quite awkward for me because, and I will need to if this does not work, then I will pause the recording and sort out what I need to do to make it actually work, and then get back to you all when I have solved the problem. But we're not going to think such negative thoughts. That's a very downer mentality, isn't it? I'm sure that it will just work the first time exactly as I showed it, and I won't need to do any revisions at all. Wouldn't want to be giving you folks bad advice now, would we? Especially not. This is almost half an hour into the explanation now. I've rambled so much, as I tend to do. So, Kingdom of Norway still showing up as Kingdom of Norway. Good. This is good. That's not broken. Laws, Scandinavian. Latin. Hey! It worked. Kingdom of Nordicus Landicus. There we go. Change to Latin. There we go. It's showing up correctly. Beautiful. Surely, surely EU5 needs to implement this most crucial of things. I guess I might actually just upload this to the workshop now. Because why not? I think I'm gonna wait for the month tick and then take a screenshot of this and post it. Alright, for me to post, yeah. The the most important mod. So now I'm gonna attempt to upload it and see if I can see if I can figure out at the same time as showing you folks how to go about uploading upload order. How do you upload something that already exists? Upload new mod. Uploaded mods. Well, let's see. So I'll try just naming it the exact same thing. Nordicus Landings. I imagine that if I name it the same thing, no? I imagine that this would, pictures, translations, user interface, I don't know. I'm just gonna call it fixes, because this is funny. I imagine that what will happen here is that I can just go, yeah, put in all these fields, 1.0.1. So yeah, upload new mod. Yeah. So then yeah, because it's already a mod that exists, it filled out all the fields. Yeah, okay. So then you can upload it to the workshop. Are you sure you want to upload this mod? This will create a new mod on the Steam workshop. By submitting this item, you agree? Yep. Yes. OK.K_E result. Okay. Uploaded mods, Nordicus Landicus. Open the Steam workshop page. Yeah, the only visible to me, admins, and anyone marked as a creator. Yeah, so it stays like this until you actually make it visible. I think you also need to upload stuff to the Steam Workshop, at least in previous games. You need to have uploaded it with, like to make it visible, it needs to have been up for a certain amount of time as well. So like I can change it to public, but that doesn't mean that it will show up immediately. But yeah, theoretically, I would add images, and I could take the I'm sure I could take the beautiful screenshot. And can I drag and drop it? No. But theoretically, I could apply the the screenshot taken into the workshop. Now, I won't actually play with this mod, shockingly, because I am going to start a stream of Norway, but I won't be playing with the mod because I do actually want to have Iron Man enabled. So, with that though, I will thank you all for watching me flounder about attempting to introduce you folks to some relatively basic aspects of how to mod and then upload said mod to the workshop. Please use this new power responsibly. Uh, don't do anything your ancestors would look down upon. Mm-mm-mm. Now, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.